So you've made your big plan, and now we talk about the first trainings. So if you can come over here and look here. It is the first ever training on the sand for your indoor team, your ZAL team. You need to prepare a 90-minute training plan for 8 players that includes the following: the objectives of the training, and an explanation and interpretation of the rules to your players. So it must include all of you. Not all of you have to make the explanation, but someone will. But you all need to be ready, because I will choose somebody randomly. I will choose somebody for this rule. I will choose somebody for this rule, etc., etc. Okay? Your players have come from the indoor and they're standing on the sand. They're like, oh, this is not good. You have to explain the rules to them. You need to prepare a training session. This is just part of it. This needs to be included, but you need to get, okay, our first practice, what are you going to do? Questions? You think, just use your imagination. Think, what would you do? What would you need to do? Yeah, can you change your groups, please? Yeah, if you want to look at the rules, you need to go and turn on your internet. No, before you might need to find, you might decide you need to bring it on paper and read it to your, I don't know. But if you need to find out the actual rule, you might have to use your FIVB.org, I don't know, unless you already know the rule. But it's your job to explain to your players what is the rule. They're going to look at you and say, well, we don't understand the rules.
Zie jou al 5 dagen in de week. Kan die 6 dag ook er nog bij? Nee, gooi, ik kom bij jou.
Switch it up, Tony. Switch it up.
Ja. Stijn.
Ja, precies. Goed English. Ja.
Pak even een stuk pen. Ja,
Uiteindelijk als een voor je pakt.
Moeilijk.
There's some talk about maybe
I have many discussions with referees. Explain the rules to me!
And then they say no. We were playing and the rules of the tournament were to switch sides at every 5 points. And we were so annoyed because we couldn't get them. Already switch again, switch again. And we're like,
you spend more time switching than
can
you
we
play.
just do 7 points? Because everyone wanted it. And then the referee said, no, that's the rule, so we'll do it this way.
What was it, to 21 points or 15?
No, it wasn't. It was 21 points. That was real weird. And then we're playing and what? Just change it. That's what you wanted it.
So you spent the whole day open.
Actually,
Okay.
20 minuten waren we afgelopen toen er
kan je niet teksten. Boom. Perfect. En net de referee just went. Dat kan niet. Als je dat nou niet zegt. Okay, make sure you're moving on to what the content will be now, okay? So move on to how many minutes will you spend with what will you do? Will you be starting out? Will you be passing? What will you do? How many minutes will you spend? How many minutes will you spend on each drill? It's only 90 minutes. And what is your objective? You have 5 minutes.
And I watch my sister, the little sisters play.
Situations, then let this go loose and let it move the ball. But you're still trying to make it clean. Make you run so again keeps slipping. So the net rule is useless because now they blow the whistle on them. The court is they made the net serve rules many years ago because they wanted the rallies to go so they made the court score because they want the rallies to go in. And they blow the whistle as soon as you can. Too deep, too much. Always be changed the way you pass.
De paasspel aan dit is dat zoals dat best is. Niet zozeer dat je dat al weet van je bent verder van 2 meter. Vooral als het verschil merkt dat die 9 is. Verder. Ja, dat zijn je. Zelfs bij je niet. Zorg dan dat je daarmee zou steken. En als je
Okay, let's do it. You do it.
Ja, daarom een keer. Ik zit dus te denken van heel maar van de zorgtraining. Maar van de tijd
Okay, guys.
het voorteken.
Gather around, gather around. The very first training for your players on the sand.
Ever?
Oh, well, maybe they've done some. Okay, but as far as you know, they don't know much about it, and they've arrived here, and it's up to you to get them to say, put them in the first practice going in the right direction. Okay, so, objectives. What's the objective for your session?
Om ze alles mee te laten doen. Dus eerst begin je inderdaad met de regels uitleggen vooraf. Dus de afwijkende regels die je in de zaal hebt. En vanaf daar ga je de oefenvormjes doen. Dus je gaat de paas brengen, dus je met de paas gaat doorlopen, dus niet vanuit stilstaan die paas, maar dat door de paas loopt. Dat de paas niet naar rechts voor gaat, maar naar midden voor. Zeg maar echt de afwijkende dingetjes en die probeer je allemaal net te plaatsen in die eerste training. Dus nog niet zozeer letten op de techniek, maar meer op de doelvorm.
I like it. Does anyone else have a objective they want to share with them?
We beginnen met beweging in het zandvlak. Gewoon een voelt dat we moeten bewegen, we komen zo snel mogelijk op de plek.
Ja.
En daarna hadden wij in ieder geval als basis de side-out gevallen, een beetje de basis.
Okay.
En dan aan de hand daarvan ook techniek uitleggen, dus de basis op doorgaan, zet, de voorzet. En vooral ook al beginnen met aflopen, als we de hele zomer ermee gaan trainen, is dat vaak echt een moeilijkste deel.
Ook de basis.
Eigenlijk ook de basis.
Okay. Does anybody have something different?
No, learning that course short.
Okay.
It's not mine.
Yeah. It's interesting because when you spend your whole week practicing with indoor players to hit the laatste meter.
Yeah.
Laatste meter. Oh, laatste meter. Oh, no. There is no last meter anymore. It's 8 meters. So, okay. So generally, everybody was, hey, where do we pass the ball to? Objectives is this is the stand. These are the rules. This is how it works. This is where generally you pass the ball. Maybe it's not because the first, for sure, we have a big, tall guy that arrived in our program now. Every ball was perfect. No matter where, every ball was here. I'm like, yeah, that's fast. Perfect indoor pass. Yeah. Well, the problem is your partner's over here waiting for the ball. That can work too. It's possible. No, it's possible. It depends what style you want to run. Okay. Okay, well, okay, that's fantastic. I'm happy that's what we're going to do. But when the ball comes to me on the first ball, what can I do and what can't I do? First contact.
Yeah, training more
We're going to need to explain the rules to me. I'm your first. I'm not sure the rules. Are they different from indoor?
yeah, you have to make hard contact. It's not can't set it.
On the first contact.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
You're able to, you can, but the referee will always still.
It is allowed really.
Yeah, you're allowed to set the ball on the first contact. You are allowed to do this.
Yeah.
But it's a hard driven ball.
No, you are allowed to do this whenever you want. Yeah? You're allowed to set the serve. The problem is that the referee on the serve. I have set a serve perfectly, no problem. Yeah, but the referee has called it for something because it's not accepted. But I asked him, I say, are you calling? What are you calling? He said, you set the serve. I went, that's okay to set the serve. If you tell me I made a double or I held the ball, that's different. Yeah, but I'm allowed to set all the time. Now, okay, so we need to go further. How do we? What makes it? When am I allowed to make a double contact using my hands? When it's a bit, you know.
When it's hard with the ball, so the ball goes up or down. But at the moment there's an upward movement in the ball trajectory, you have to be in soft contact. But in serve it's different because it's about rule interpretation.
Yeah,
So
let's forget about the serve part because we're not even. I mean, I just wanted to let you know that actually, it's not illegal to set the serve, but it's illegal to make a held ball or a double contact. So do not train your players to set the serve. Forget it. Okay, this, yeah, no problem. This, everything's okay. As soon as you put your fingers on the ball, it must be a perfect set. Simple, always. Yeah, except when the situation is, you said, a hard ball going down and going fast. Then I can use my hand, and that's okay. But actually, it's not about the shape of the ball. It's about your reaction time. The rule is, it must be reactionary. So if the distance is short, if the distance, yeah. But this is a very critical part, okay? So it goes like this.
you're going to dig every ball into this, so this is short.
Maybe two of those, and then I need to make something that's... Okay, so hard-driven ball. I don't have time to change my action. That's what the referee is looking for. Okay, then I'm allowed to go out. Out. Perfect. So off the fingers, it's okay. Also okay. Try and get them in the air. Good or bad?
Good. Problem, yeah.
It was like this. I'm doing it. Bad way.
That's a curve in the ball line.
Could I have done something else?
Yeah.
Did I have time to do something else?
Yeah.
That's me just not reactionary. The distance was here. It was a long distance. It wasn't hard. I went like this and I was waiting. I had time to do something else, but I chose not to. If I choose to do this, then it better be a good set. And so the shape of the ball, like Roy said, that's adding time for me to go, oh no, I better do something different. I better do something different. But if I don't have that time, we go, whoop, whoop, then it's okay. That's the first contact rule. It's about reaction. Okay, what about this one? My partner hits the block. I send him the ball, and they hit in the block, and I go boom. I'm covering. Yeah, I'm covering, but it comes here.
Same, short,
So, I guarantee you will find a referee that will say no, not allowed. Hang on a minute, it's hard. He hit the ball hard. block the ball hard, really. It's reactionary. I see it all the time. Referees, oh no, that's not possible. So that's the first contact rule, all right. And what about now, who feels confident to describe to your new players when they set the ball, what is okay and what is not okay? I will start this conversation, but I don't even feel confident anymore. The rule is this. Now they say the ball must not go at least below this line. As soon as it goes below this line, automatically it's a held ball. This line, because this was common. So now it has to be higher. And they do not call spin. But they call a held ball, but they do not call spin. That's the interpretation that we've been given. Yeah. So that means that, but that's fine then. So if I put the ball here, it's okay, isn't it? We're spinning, but we don't call spin.
Mag wel. Alleen als het onder de schouderlijn is, dan gaan ze af.
So here,
Theoretisch.
sorry, here, it's not spinning, but that's a good example, thank you. It was not spinning, but it was only it's a held ball. Okay, so if you see your player go, I got it, and it's not spinning, thank you. Here and spinning is over. The problem is the referees do call spin, but they're not supposed to call spin. So that's why, here's your best step right here. So really, actually this, to be able to set the ball from a high position, from around about the mouth or the nose, it's not deep and it's not spinning, but that's not easy to do. So in the younger age, I think you should let them, just tell them if the ball has, just let them set the ball, but practice the bump setting. So if the referee decides to get involved, they have a second option. Okay? So the rule is, the ball must not go here, but the ball, they do not call spin. So at least you can explain to them, don't worry too much about it. Set the ball, but don't hold the ball. And hopefully by the time they get to a level, the FIVB will catch up and they will allow spin.
Yeah, what is more moving towards India?
You know, we don't know what's happening at the moment. There's a very big question about what's going to happen. Block rule. Do you know this?
Rule.
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 What's the rule?
Name, what's your name?
Rule,
okay. Rule, regel en rule. Rule. What is the rule for blocking?
Block counts one time.
As one team touch. And does it count as a personal touch?
Yes.
I can go again, which means it's not a personal. It's so I can touch, go again. That's twee, and there it needs to go on. Yeah, same as indoor. You can touch and you can play again, but then you have two more. You have 4 touches. Here we have only 3 touches, but you can go yourself. Okay. Clear? Duidelijk of niet?
Yeah.
Attack. So explain to me. I'm your student. Hard contact. What does that mean? Pretend here that we're your new team. Oké jongens, nu luisteren, goed luisteren. Nederlands is ook goed.
Je zit denk ik er niet zeker van. Maar mag ik geen boeken maken, toch? Je mag niet dit doen.
Nee, je mag wel niet tippen.
Je mag gewoon niet tippen, je mag alleen maar hard klappen.
Ja.
Het is makkelijk om, je mag niet zacht. Yeah. That's easier to say you cannot do soft than to say you cannot tip the ball with the. So what was this then? Was it? They call this the claw, I think. And what people are doing is they're going in and then going up and up and up. It's very difficult to see. Just so you know. Just so you know that again it's very subjective. What is soft, what is not soft. Okay, but for sure, this one is out. Okay? And now I have a question for you as my trainer. We start doing the rally, we start playing. Can you explain to me what the rule is? What can I do? Can you give me a demonstration so you players? Oh, I need to see. Come on. Just explain it to us. Just explain it to us. Coach, can I sit the ball over the net?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, yes.
No one,
Yes. But is there some limitation? Is there some restriction?
Maybe help it.
Yeah, okay.
Shoulders.
Somebody else? Somebody else?
You want to play over there?
Yes.
And I stand like this?
Okay.
Shoulder
Shoulder
line.
line.
Shoulder line. Shoulder line. Shoulder line. Not this.
Okay.
So you can play like this.
Only in the direction of your shoulders. Back or front? Now it's blowing clock 5. It's blowing clock 5. And I set the ball to my partner here in my shoulders. And the ball goes over the net.
That's right.
Because it was not a deliberate attacking set. So the referee, I'm just giving you information so you can tell the referee. You're a coach, you should never do it. Okay, tell me your first exercise. Your first exercise that you do on this day. You said the objectives, you've said the explanation of the rules. What's your first exercise? Yes.
Warming up.
What's the first thing you're going to do? The eerste.
Succes!
5 minutes.
First thing, yeah?
Ja, first thing.
Ja.
Oké. Je begint achter de... Doe maar allemaal.
Ja, precies.
Oké.
Ja.
Je begint hier
Ja.
naar voorwaarts. Een kleine pasje afkeer.
Nederlands oefening!
Ja, oké. Hartstikke leuk. Kort pasje en zorg dat je het gewicht voorover blijft. Als je achteraan bent, loop je rustig lopen terug. Zo, je gaat kapot.
Hey, Roy, wat zit ik man?
Oké, oké, mooi.
Yes.
Je hoeft niet...
Lijkt het uit.
Mooi.
I like that you come in, you do this, and now I understand that this is a true Dutch exercise. It must have been on a DVD or YouTube or something. Everybody does this, but there's nothing wrong with this. It's perfect. Okay. Somebody else? What's the first exercise you would do? The warm-up's finished. We just had a perfect warm-up. What's the first drill?
We had a completely other organization. We would play almost only mini games. So
Show me. Different. It's a different approach here.
it would be a half court. A half court. We call it tennis. We also do it a lot indoors. Just one touch play. Half court. Good luck. And it's only like this. And when I lose, we're gonna.
Okay. Nice. Next, who else is going?
First exercise?
Yep, after the warm-up. I need an exercise that's after the warm-up.
Oké, like
Or after warm-up games. Yeah? No, you already done one. Somebody else. What's your name? Yeah. Come and show me something. The first skill drill or something. After the warm-up. We've done our warm-up, we've done our... Roy, how many minutes would you do that for?
We build it up. So first it's one contact, and then we're going to add one rule that you will have 2 contacts, and then we're going to also.
Hold that. This is the next task.
Nee, voor mij. I troubles.
8 players.
Yes. Yeah.
on guys, 8 players. We need 6 more players here, please.
Jij vangt de bal op.
Ja.
Nou, dan komen een andere 2. En dan vangen.
Does anyone have a comment on this drill that can make it easier for the trainer?
Well, I would draw a line, work a lot on half court, and the first objective for the receiver is to play the pass on his own side of the court.
So that's whether that's here or there.
Yeah.
My suggestion is only serve the ball to the same side
Okay.
and get everyone once they pass here. Because otherwise, if you go here and here, like someone always misses out.
Yeah.
Stay on the right side, do 20 balls. Everyone left side 20
And
balls.
everybody there.
Yeah, otherwise if you go here 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a chance that one person
Doesn't work.
is always guilty. That's all I'm saying. Someone else had the next drill. So we had the first thing was, let's show them where to receive the ball. Next drill, somebody. Is that the focus of the first practice, is just receive the ball to the right place?
We extend with the set.
Yep, then you had set. Okay, and how far do you get in this practice in 90 minutes? What would be the last exercise? The most advanced exercise of your first practice?
Simple pass, set, attack.
Attack. Yep. And that's it. In 90 minutes, in the first practice, you had to explain the rules. You had to warm up the players. You had to get them familiar with where to pass the ball, where to set the ball. It's finished.
We choose to explain the rules by some exercises. So we do the last exercise as hitting against the block, and then recovery, and then only have 2 contacts left.
So the rules, so what they've done is they said, we have these explanation of the rules, and we're going to show you the in the drill
Yeah.
what the rules are. So that means someone's going to throw a ball in, and I'm going to get them to set very easily. I'm going to say, okay, or not, higher, whatever, talah, talah, talah. Yeah. So they start going higher, for example. So if you use your first practice to reinforce the rules, I think this is a great option. Because if they leave this practice and they have an understanding about what I can do, that's nice, I think. And then if you can get to the second part, which is okay, that's where you pass, that's where you set and make one zone, it's over. The practice is finished, 90 minutes. Yeah? That's a very, I really like that. Does anybody else have an exercise in the first practice that they would do that they want to share with us? Don't worry, there's more practices, there's more tasks. Yeah? We'll go to the next task, task 3. Take a quick drink if you need one, there's some drink there. Soon we will have lunch, but not yet. Okay. Now we have to talk about content. So you started to go there already, that's question. Okay. Yeah. In new groups, prepare the following drills. A player warm-up from a cold start that uses 1 ball.
Right players. Or is it course?
Player warm-up from a cold start that uses 1 ball. So we'll do this in pairs. So 2 players, 1 ball. Okay, that's a good question. 2 times beach volleyball relevant competitive warm-up games. Roy started to go there already. Yeah, but I'm saying beach volleyball relevant. So it has to have something I've put here as an example. Lay down. Knuckles. These are new things for, so for example, this one, you guys do it indoor. Is that beach volleyball relevant? No. If you're doing the big swan dive, it's not beach volleyball relevant. But crawling, that's beach volleyball relevant. Beach volleyball relevant. That's a new skill. digging out of the net, never ball. But things like, and it's also indoor volleyball relevant, but that's what I mean by this, is to create 2 relevant warm-up games. Okay, first we do it from a cold start, then these exercises, drill for warming up, power attack for 4 people, but you have only 1 ball. When you go to a tournament, for example, and you come in there with your bag of 10 balls, hey, here we are, you will leave with 4 balls. The reason I do this is I get you to think about what you can do with 1 ball. You can do a lot with 1 ball. And now we say 8 players, 1 court, 2 balls. You have at least 3 fields to go to work it out. You can practice however you want, and then come back and you show us the drills. New partner, take the balls, take a field. Cold start, 1 ball. Keep it simple. Simple is always best.
Ja, maar maakt niet uit, maar dit helpt nog niet al. Oh ja.
Jongen, hou je kop op. Kom ik even bij je. Ja, ik zag het niet. Hoe waren mijn bol? Waarom staan die niet? Hoe waren mijn bol?
I can get you to warm up like this. I can get you to warm up.
Ik snap het niet. Dat snap ik wel. Oh, defensief.
Yeah, warming up. And now I'm doing up to 20, 30, 50. Yes. Two players will just have 8 players, 8 players, so they're to do something. That's my focus is physical training. Warm up with the ball, increase your contact. The objective of the first one is to have lots of ball contacts while you're warming
Naar
up.
voren.
Ball contacts.
Dan moet jij nog.
Guys, go wherever you want.
Dan ben je aan het rennen.
Remember that you have
Je hebt nog steeds 8 mensen voor deze eerste oefening. 8 mensen met 2
8 mensen, oké, voor één.
8 minutes to dedicate space. So if you say, hey, do what it takes the whole field, what are the other people doing? So just lots of contacts with the ball. Stay in one place. Stay there.
met de belasting daarvan. Dus zeg maar in de service is die waar je zitten. Dan weet ik wel.
It's short ball.
That's good, come in. Go. Pass it.
Yes. Little ball. Yes. And then you can.
First right, 16 degrees, that's 18 degrees.
But if you start with high balls, just start to warm up.
It's fine. She knows, so she's predictable.
Yeah, it's predictable. Yeah, but it's predictable.
Yeah, it's predictable. Then I go, I'm just running.
Yes.
You run. But I have to push the ball.
Yeah.
And then you go from side to side. So I'm doing something to my ability. Not just regular. Who knows what?
Ja, deze. Die wordt gewoon.
Ik vind het altijd een beetje lastig. Je moet altijd even kijken hoe het tempo is. Je kunt altijd één bal hoog spelen en dan als eerste krijg je een diepe bal. En dan een korte bal. Dan speel je hem één keer boven de lengte. En dan weer de diepe bal. Dus dan ga je steeds meer met hier is tempo van de laatste kant. En dan vervolgens kun je nog over. Zeg maar hoe van waar je heen gaat pasen.
Oké, dus de eerste bal is net spelen. De tweede bal bovenal. De derde bal Oké, dat is één.
Two beats, it's a game. So some game situation that involves something that's to do with it's different. It's not just it's just any war game. It involves something specific. I'll give you an example.
Het is wel anders.
Two players. Normal volleyball. On your knees. Then you have a chance to learn about calling and line down. Think about using specific things.